Hey, Shalom. Let's see. Yeah, Shalom. First, let me give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakwakadash Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, nigga, that's edifying. Lonely, I can get something from this video. Quick video through the spirit, man. I'm gonna grab some precepts here in Wisdom of Solomon, the 15th chapter. We kind of spoke on this last week, going into at the sit down, going into idols and things of that nature. And I brought this out, and I, wanted to touch on it in the video, and just get, the precepts. Not all the precepts that I got highlighted, but some of them that I got highlighted. I encourage bros to read, the whole chapter, but for time purposes, I'm not going to read the whole chapter. I'm just going to get what I got highlighted and go from there. It's very important, man, that, you stay away from idol worship. You got guys, that, know that they, Israelites, that's talking about as multiple gods and things of that nature. Listen, man, don't be simple. Don't be stupid. Okay. The Lord said what? He knows not one other God. Ain't no other God outside of Yahweh. Okay. Ain't no other powers outside of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Period, man. Okay. The nations, they don't have any gods. They don't have any real true power. Okay. They don't. And just because they can do things on the left-hand side, that don't mean it trumps righteousness. Righteousness is immortal. Let me get that. Right. It's a lot. Come on, man. You know this, man. Yep. Wisdom of Solomon 1:15. It says, for righteousness is immortal. Okay. Righteousness is immortal. Okay. It says, but ungodly men with their works in words called it to them, for when they thought to have it their friend, they consumed to naught and made a covenant with it because they are worthy to take part with it. Yeah. Scriptures say that, they don't come to the light, least their deeds be reproved. Okay. This is the light, man. This is the light. When you go to Hebrews, the 10th chapter, you go to 32 on down, 33, it says what? You become illuminated, man. Okay. Illuminated. Get this, man. You got these dudes, man, spreading all kind of mess, man. But it's all right, because you got the bros here to correct the bullshit, man. So like it's not all right. I'm gonna say that it's not all right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not all right. Right? Hebrews 10 and 32. It says, but call to remembrance the former days in which after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. When you go to Sirach, the 2nd chapter, it says, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. When you go to Colossians, the 3rd chapter, it talks about the old man. These are things you're going to have to battle. Okay, these are things you're going to have to fight against daily. Some days are easier than others, now. Some days are harder than others. But indeed, it's a war. Now, in war, when you look at war, they don't they don't battle every day. It's not a shootout every day. You know what I mean? But you have certain events in wars, right, where it is shootouts. It is battles in the trenches and things of that nature. You do what I'm saying? Same thing with this walk, right? Every day is not a shootout, man. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But some days it is. Some days it is. Some moments during the day it is. Okay? Let me grab this. Grab that word for illuminated. Fotizo. Let's see if we can hit it.
Strong's G 5461. Fotizo.
Fotizo, okay. It says to give light, to shine, to enlighten, light up, illumine, to bring to light, render evident, to cause something to exist and thus come to light and become clear to all. Right? To enlighten, spiritually imbue with having knowledge, to instruct, to inform, teach, to give understanding to. So when you have this knowledge and you get this understanding, you become illuminated, which is to have light, okay, in the midst of this darkness, okay? That's why the Lord said, what? Hold what ye have until he come. Okay, you got to hold what you have till you come, till the Lord come, okay? You know, hold on, cling on to it, man, because everything around you is trying to strip it away from you, man. Like, you know, including clowns like that saying it's multiple God. Come on, man, I don't even want to repeat that shit, man. Okay? Stop it. Right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 1. Or Slack it. Let's go to 15. Let's go to 15, grab a couple precepts, man, and I'll close the video. I was going to be short, sweet, right to the point, man. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon 15. And, 4, it says, for neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, the painter's fruitless labor, the sight whereof enticeth fools to lust after it. And so they desire the form of a dead image that hath no breath. So we're not fooled by this shit, man. Right? You go into Elam restaurant, right? You go into these different nations. You know, you go to Ammon or, you know what I'm saying, Moab, you know what I'm saying? You know, you go to eat over there or whatever. You know, you walk into the spot, you know what I'm saying, and you got big Buddha on the ground with hella money around him, this and that, with the wood, but you could pick the statue up and throw it against the fucking wall, it'll shatter, and nothing to happen. You dig what I'm saying? But these people, these people, right, these heathen, these nations, really believe in this idol, really believe in their idols, man. See, we don't worship the things created. We worship the creator. You know what I'm saying? The law was given unto us. It's not given unto the nations, right? It's not they're not blessed. Okay? It's not given unto the nations. Look at the things that they worship. Look at the things that they do. Look at the things that they practice. Look at the things that they believe in. Us being Israelites, we're not to believe in those things. We're not to even go that way. Nor even tamper with it. None of that shit, man. You know, it's in the law not to serve any gods, man. Other than Yahweh Shai, man. Don't put nothing before Yahweh, man. Okay? But you got to do is saying there's other gods, there's many gods. Man, stop it. Stop it. Wisdom of Solomon 15. And I say this too. How arrogant and prideful can one be to create an image, right, and worship it? They created an image with their hands and said, I'm going to worship. Bro, that's insane. That's stupid. That's insane. Okay? When you really break it down in its totality, you be like, man, this shit just some stupid ass shit. Like, this shit dumb. It's not, it's common sense. Like, you know what I mean? But these people is you know, carried along with the bullshit. You got Jake. You know, look at the Northern Kingdom. Look at Judah. Look at 2/3 of our people. They all in the idol worship, man. Okay? It says, both they that make them, they that desire them, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things, and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. Ooh, it says, man. And when you look at it, they are lovers of evil things. And they trust upon, and you know, they trust upon things that's not going to save them in the time of affliction. Okay? For the potter tempering soft earth fashioned every vessel with much labor for our service. Yea, of the same clay he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean uses, and likewise also all such as serve to the contrary. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge. In employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain god of the same clay, even he which a little before was made of earth himself. See? And within a little while after returneth to the same out when his life, which was lent him, shall be demanded. Okay? So you yourself is mortal, right? But yet you... But you think you could create something and worship it. You know what I'm saying? You can create something powerful than you, more powerful than yourself. This piece of this pot, this statue, whatever. Like, stop it, man. But see, to us, it's common sense. The illuminate, when you in this truth, it's like, when you come into this truth, you understand that, like, wow, I'm really in my right mind, you know? And these people are really out of their fucking mind, okay? It says, let me jump down. I'm going on to 15. It says, for they counted all the idols. Yeah. It says, for they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle, and go as for their feet, they are slow. And as for their feet, they are slow to go, so they can't move. For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. See, you borrowed your spirit. Knowing that, how important is it to be righteous to the best of your ability? How important is it to endure? Yeah, I mean, to fight. How important is it to get back up when you fall? Very. Okay. 17, because again, we owe the Lord, man. 17, it says, for being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands, for he himself is better than the things which he worshipeth. Whereas he lived once, but they never. So the idols, they never lived, man. Yeah, they worshipped those beasts also that are most hateful, for being compared together, some are worse than others. Neither are they beautiful so much as to be desired and respected beasts, but they went without the praise of the Most High and his blessing. So basically the point is that the gods of the other nations are no gods. There's no other God. Okay? Kind of says, this is Isaiah 45:5. This is one of them, if I'm not mistaken. It says, I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. So the point is that there's no other power outside of Yahweh. Okay? There's no other power, man, outside, in his son, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Which is the mediator between us and the Most High, by the way. Okay? So there's no other power, man. There ain't no other gods, man. Okay? Hey, so with that, man, Lord, in the video is edifying. Lord, I can got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. I want to tell you brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.